Yo, welcome back to another video. What a surprise. Another build video as well. I've seen some comments on videos saying, hey, I need more gameplay on this build. I'll get to them at some point. I'm also planning on streaming a little bit more, so you can follow me on Twitch, or you could stay subscribed here and watch when I live stream on YouTube as well. By clicking on the video, you already know what player this build is. That Kevin Love. I went with that look on this build because of the weight. Had to make him pretty heavy for the rebounding that I wanted. Hope everyone's having a good holiday season. Got Christmas and the New Year coming up. Before we get to the build, make sure you leave a like, subscribe down below if you do enjoy these type of videos. Also, join the Discord. Trying to grow a community there, trying to get people to play some rec. So join the Discord. Discord.gg/Healy6, or you could click it in the description. For the build, power forward, 6'10", 272 pounds, 6'11" wingspan. I already know some people might say Kevin Love's 6'8". Well, guess what? He was listed at 6'10" at the time. I know heights, they used to lie about them a bunch, but I wanted to go 6'10" because that's what his listed height was. In the wingspan, in the weight, 272 pounds. The reason for that is so that we could get the rebounding to 96 and get Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Kevin Love, big rebounder. Or the finishing, got 84 close shot. You get silver paint prodigy, float game, and hook specialist. Hooks, I don't think are too good in this game, so doesn't necessarily matter. The driving layup is attached to the driving dunk. It'd be nice to add more driving layup on this, but unfortunately can't do so. The driving dunk is at 66, strictly because it is attached to standing dunk. Standing dunk we have at 81, so we get silver rise up. And then post control 87, you get Hall of Fame post fade phenom, and you get the gold badges like post up poet and post powerhouse. Also get silver unpluckable at that. For the shooting, we are going with a 90 mid-range shot, 83 three-pointer, 81 free throw. I currently have 7 cap breakers. 2 of them are going on mid-range. Would have been cool to lower the wingspan one more to get 93 mid-range so we could get Hall of Fame set shot specialist, but we're going to rock out with gold. The 92 mid-range gets you gold Deadeye. The 83 three-pointer is there, so then you get bronze limitless range. The playmaking, I know. Kevin Love, very great passer. He has highlight tapes of him throwing pretty much full court passes down the court. Got to sacrifice somewhere. 75 was the highest I could do. And honestly, it's not that bad. You're going to see clips in the gameplay portion of me grabbing rebounds, throwing the ball down the court. Perfectly fine. 42 ball handle, just the minimum. 41 speed with ball, linked with speed, so minimum there. For the defense, 88 interior, so then you get gold post lockdown. You also get gold off ball pass. You will not get paint patroller. It's one of the reasons why this build is a power forward, to play alongside a center. At the same time though, you generally like your power forwards to have a little bit better defense, but you got to understand, this is Kevin Love. He wasn't a super great defender, so that's what we went with. 62 perimeter, you get bronze, a movable enforcer. That'll help you out on defense. The 60 steal is for bronze interceptor, and then the 68 block is for bronze high flying denier. I will say, I didn't think 68 block would do much on the court. I've been pleasantly surprised with how many blocks I have been able to get though, probably because I'm 6'10". Height matters. Now the rebounding, I had a debate of what I wanted to do. We have 92 defensive rebound, 85 offensive. Decided to go with the defense because as power forward, you're most likely not going to be in the paint on offense, and the center is going to grab a lot of offensive rebounds for you. Defense is where the extra rebounding will help to secure the ball to then get that offensive possession. If you want to flip them around, you easily can. By doing so, you get 2 extra free throw. By default, the 92 gets you all the gold rebounding badges, but I have 7 cap breakers, so 4 of them are going to go into rebound. So then we can get Hall of Fame rebound chaser and Hall of Fame box out beast. And then the physicals, 71 speed, 60 agility, 90 strength, and 77 vertical. 71 speed, I wanted that 70 threshold. If you've seen the last couple videos, I like using the Make It Rain takeover, boost your mid-range, three-pointer, and speed. So if I'm on fire in a game, yeah, that speed is going to get increased close to that 80 mark. The agility is at 60, so you get bronze shifty shooter. Currently have 90 strength on this build. I use my final cap breaker to get it up to 91 for the gold brick wall. So you're gonna have a lot of strength on this build. And the 77 vertical is for gold pogo stick. When you're done with the build, comes out to be a two-way 3-level board hunter. A lot of words for a build name. Here are the animations I use. We are on a pretty much big man, so not much to look at. The jump shot I use in this video, Michael Porter base with Michael Porter upper release and Chris Bosh 70-30. I do have it like in between push and release because I felt like that lined up better. We are on the gameplay portion of the video. As I said, you are going to see the rebounds and the outlet passes I have in this gameplay section. They're pretty good for 75. What you have to do is throw that basketball as soon as you get it. If you wait for the camera to turn and you're trying to make a read like you're Justin Fields reading the play, it's not going to happen. You're going to throw it like him. It's not going to go who you want. It's going to be a turnover. It might hang up in the air. All that stuff. So that's my biggest tip. Make sure you throw that basketball as soon as you get it. Turnovers are going to happen, but the reward outweighs the risk. You're going to get way more points in fast break situations. And in general, you're going to throw less turnovers because people have less time to react to the throw. Kevin Love, he was a stud with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was the big piece of that Cleveland team. When LeBron went back, they traded Andrew Wiggins for him. He was just so good in Minnesota. I was watching some highlight tapes of him and just videos talking about his prime. Not saying this exactly, but he was kind of like Jokic in a sense of sometimes he would get the basketball in the post area, and because of that and how good he was in the post, it would lead to points with guys cutting into the basket, with him being like an above average passer. That was one of the reasons for this like inspiration. I wanted to make like a power forward who was good in the post, who could shoot the ball, who had very high rebounding. The only thing that made me struggle to make this is with how 2K25 is and the skill-based matchmaking, the lack of defense on the power forward for this build could hurt you. Now, this is the rec, so it's very rarely would you have a game where you match up against like a pro-am team that would just expose you. So after playing for a bit, I don't mind this build, especially playing alongside another center. You are going to make sure every defensive rebound is grabbed. And the 85 rebound for the offensive rebound, 85 offensive rebound I have on this build, thought I wasn't going to like it as much and I wasn't going to be as successful. I'm actually grabbing a decent amount of rebounds. Probably because power forwards for other teams don't like boxing out. You're gonna have the center and other center battling it out for boards. Guess what? I am running down to the paint and I'm gonna grab a few rebounds. So that is super nice, having pretty much two bigs on the court. One is a shooter, so you don't have to worry about me entering the paint. The center can play their game. And on the defensive side, you don't necessarily have to worry about a team running like 5 out and the center sits up top. And guess what? It's hard to grab rebounds because the center's out of the paint. We got two people who can manage to enter the paint, grab some rebounds, and play defense just in general. I don't have the highest block on this build, 68 block. I got a decent amount. And also, I have the high interior, so I'm not going to get bullied under the rim. If someone decides to post up, they are just going to get shut down. I haven't been able to test out the post control too much on this build, mainly because if I'm playing solo, people don't like when you post up in solo rec. Also, the centers in solo rec, they love to come and set you screens. Like, I'm posting up, man. I'm not trying to bring more attention to me. I'm trying to set up a situation where I could pass you the ball underneath if I get to the rim and the center steps up. So it's been tough to activate that. Probably would have a lot more success if this build was strictly at center, which could happen. This is a power forward build, but you could easily play center on this build. Like, this is pretty much a center. You got the Hall of Fame rebound chaser. You got the strength for the brick walls. You got decent amount of finishing around the rim. You could easily play center on this build. Play 4 or 5, switch out whenever you need. So if this build intrigues you in that capacity, go ahead and make it. If you don't like the defense on the build, very understandable. A lot of power forwards, they have way higher defense. They're a little bit quicker. But I have not struggled as much on this build defensively as I thought I would. Mainly because other power forwards, guess what? They don't have the best offense, so you don't need necessarily the best defense. You would just struggle. Again, 1 in a million games. You match up against a pro-am team, it might kill you in the pick and roll. Oh well. Every other game, you are just destroying the other team. So I've been very surprised with this build. In the comments section, let me know if you've made something similar. I was debating between this and a Carlos Boozer build. They were very comparable. The Boozer was 6'9", so at least you get elite jump shots with 6'9s. And it was going to be similar mid-range. But I think the three-pointer was going to be lower. The rebounding was going to be lower. And ultimately, that's why it led to Kevin Love, because I wanted to dominate the rebounds. You know, he had some 30-30 games and be able to shoot. Unfortunately, could not get a 30-30 game. I tried playing solo rec, and almost every game, my teammate was a center with like 99 rebound or like 96. I just couldn't do it. If I get put at center in solo rec, I think I could get like around that 30 rebound mark. Maybe shoot lights out too. But I tried getting a 20-20 rebound game. Could not do it. But I was able to get double doubles. That didn't seem like an issue. I'm averaging probably like 8 or 9 rebounds, which at power forward, really good. Because centers generally only get like 10 to 15. If you're able to get 10 more on top of that, yeah, you're dominating the game. Your team should be in full control. Unfortunately, we are getting to the end of the video. So make sure you join the Discord. We have multiple people in there, talk about builds daily. Join the build talk. Join up on some of the rec runs. Hope to see you in there. Discord.gg/Healy6. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.